Hey, Entre fam, this is Young. This is video 53 of 90. So today I'm going to try to keep it short. I'm not going to do one of my things where looking back into my life story just because it's really late. It's already past midnight. Um, so I'm going to kind of talk about something else real quick for this video. But first, here's my shirt. It's kind of a old comic book style uh, shirt. It kind of have a looks like a comic book, but it uses pop characters. It's the Spider-Man, the Green Goblin. So I thought that was a fun shirt. So there goes my shirt of the day. um, but yeah, the reason I'm not gonna go into doing my whole through line challenge thing for today is just because it's kind of late and I want to do this quick. But the reason why I'm doing this so late is because if you've been kind of following along my days, you know, I'm talking to this guy that I kind of just met online, and he's, you know, has all these fears and things like that. And he called me again because he wanted to talk. And it just seems that he has a lot of these negative thoughts. Like he always says, he acknowledged it. He says he's a very kind of pessimistic guy. Um, and not pessimistic in the way that he's like angry or anything, but more pessimistic, and he's kind of always sees the bad side of things. And you know, he says he has some issues with anxiety, you know, things like that. So and he already talks if he's already fired. Like he says something today like, you know, you know, they're probably gonna already fire me, so I should probably look for another job and things like that. So, you know, I was just really kind of trying to talk a lot of mindset type stuff to him about, you know, yeah, we can kind of just talk on and on about, you know, the negative side, what if might happen, and you know, he sees it as being realistic and you know, being prepared, right? But I told him, maybe that's one side of it, but you know, it's to me it seems more about being pessimistic and negative, you know, and that and when I said that, I think he really kind of paused and really thought about it and kind of saw that it was, um, you know, and another thing is the I gave him the whole analogy of, you know, the if you fall off the horse, are you gonna stay down, or are you gonna get back on? You know, and I just a lot of that kind of talk about you have two choices: stay where you are, or improve your situation. You know, and it seemed to have kind of gotten to him a little bit today. I think there was kind of like a moment where he was able to kind of see um, how all of this negative talk was useless. Like he's talking about people complaining about him in the company and things like that, and how it's discouraging him. And I was just telling him, yeah, it's discouraging. I get it, you know, but you got to ignore that stuff. You can only you can't focus on the things you can't control. You know, you can only focus on the things you can control. So look at these things that you can fix, that you can do to make improvements, and do it. And I kind of give him a story from my life at the current company I'm at right now. Kind of a couple years back, maybe like, I don't know, it was back in 2000, I would say 15, maybe 16, something like that. Um, so basically, I used to be a field tech at my company, going out in the field, gathering data, things like that, going on for a telecom company. So I was going on rooftops to their cell sites and things like that. So I used to travel around the country and doing that. And then eventually, because I was getting married, I couldn't do that anymore. So I requested a desk job to be a report writer. So basically, gathering the data that the field people get and putting it into a report. What I told him was that the first year I was a report writer, I was the worst report writer. um, and my company, my managers, they let me know I was not a good report writer. and that I was the worst. So I told him that I could have done two things at that point. I could have been super discouraged and stayed there and just kind of wallow in my sorrow and just kind of continued on that way, just being the worst. And I had another choice: take action about and go and see where was I falling short, what improvements did I need to make, and work on that consistently on a daily basis to be the best. And at the end of that second year, I was one of the best report writers. And I told him that, and you know, he kind of saw that example and was like, okay, yeah, you know, I can see where maybe I need to change my mentality and not really stay on the things that don't really serve me. So, I think I'm kind of slowly getting through to him. I feel I'm not, but I feel like I'm like really mentoring this guy. But I think we're about the same age. But yeah, I mean, it's an interesting experience, right? I think this is, I think God placed him in my life for a couple of reasons, to, yeah, help him and, be a friend to him, to support him, and help him out. But also, I think he also brought him to me to help me out as well, in this whole business, to be able to talk to people and really get this practice in, to be able to go through my whole business, once I get those members who really want to, interact in that way. So, yeah, I think it was a good situation and good talk. And actually, he just messaged me right here. It says, "Thanks, Young, for the chat. Meant a lot to me that you are willing to help." So, if you heard the little dings in the background, that was him actually messaging me just now. So, I think it went well. I think it's going well, and definitely doing this for a reason. And this is one of those reasons, to help people. So, yeah, I mean, opportunities will come. So, for those who think they're just stuck at where they are, just, keep at it. Things will happen. Just naturally want to help people. So, yeah, that's kind of all I'm going to say today for this one. I said it was going to be quick, but now it's like almost 8 minutes. But anyways, until tomorrow I'm going to go ahead and continue on with my throughline type challenge. So I'm going to do that. So until tomorrow's video, stay awesome, mantra.